What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in to the Superhuman Garden YouTube channel. If you're new, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Now, today we are going to be harvesting some Swiss chard, maybe some cabbage leaves. We've got broccoli that we're going to harvest. I know a lot of you want to know about harvesting broccoli. We've got some lettuce, and we're going to check out what's going on with the rest of the garden. We got cucumbers starting to flower, zucchini starting to flower. Everything is starting to change around here, so let's get straight into it. So first things first, you can see we have broccoli here, and if we come in a little bit closer, you can see that there's some little yellow speckles coming in, meaning that the broccoli is probably going to start to go to seed. So now is a good time to harvest. So I've got my pruners here, and I'm going to come just underneath there, the bottom here, and see we're gonna snip. All right, so this thing is a little bit harder to, there you go. So we got it cut here. I like to get some of the leaves too. All right, we're gonna put that in a box. You see, that's a nice size broccoli head here. We're gonna go ahead and snip this one too. This one is a little bit smaller, but hey, we're gonna get this one, it's ready. Get that decent head of broccoli there. All right. Now, you can see that the heads of broccoli are cut off, and they're gonna produce more smaller heads, so we're just gonna leave the plant here, and we're gonna move on to Swiss chard. And Swiss chard is one of the most productive produce that you can grow. The one thing I love about them is the pest pressure on Swiss chard is usually not high, okay? So if you're looking for a summertime spinach, this is one of the best produce that you can grow. I mean, and they taste delicious. So I'm just gonna grab here and then snap, and they easily come off. Look how pretty that is. Same thing here, gonna snap. Yeah, be careful not to tear your plant up. I'm gonna just snap right there. Look at that. All right, we're gonna move on down the row. You can see we got some a different color there. We'll get those, and I'm just gonna continue to just snap. This one's a little bit rougher, so I'm gonna not force it. Look at that. Try to get this one. We're wanting to get snap at the top, so finally got that one. All right, we'll do one more here on that one. We're gonna bring it down the row. All right, we'll get this one. Look at that. That's a good one. You see the sun is beating this one up a little bit, but still gonna be good nevertheless. Get a few more off of here. And for those of you that don't know, we are a family of 6. So everything out here is gonna come in handy for us. Yeah, this one's got some nice ones. Look at that. Look at that, just beautiful. I'm gonna grab this one too. That one. Look at that. Now, another thing about Swiss chard I like is they don't need much root room, okay? So if you got a nice decent space that gets decent sunlight, they're gonna keep producing for you nice shallow roots. So like here, for example, if I look here, this area has virtually no root room. It's clay soil in this area, and look at this. Look at the production. There's another one right there. Okay, so you can see that the garden is really starting to thrive. This is a cauliflower here. This one is going to produce a huge head of cauliflower, so I can't wait to see that head that pops up. All right, now we're going to get some cabbage leaves. You guys know we've been pulling the leaves off of these things every week, and they just keep pushing more and more leaves out. So look at the size of this. Look at that. Okay, we're just gonna snap that off. Now look at that. Beautiful, beautiful leaf. Gonna dump that in there with the rest of everything else. Gonna do the same thing here. Just snap this off. Leaves are huge. Look at that. You see that box is starting to fill up. Now, we can see the heads are starting to form on the cabbage leaves. So as I'm picking some of the leaves off, I want to leave some of them on there. That way the sun can actually beam on the plant and absorb as much energy as they can to produce even more leaves. So I'm gonna leave some leaves on the ones that we picked. And I'm gonna come down here and pick a few of the leaves off. So we're gonna grab this one here, put that in the bunch. That one, maybe I'll leave that one because it's a little closer to the head. So I'm gonna just snap that one. Make sure I got them in here. See if we can get some off of this one. Yeah, look at that. This one's got a decent amount here you can pull off. All right. Here's that lettuce I was telling you about. You can see this is a good time to get it. I think this is romaine lettuce. Not really much of a lettuce expert, but it looks like it's two here. So I'm gonna go down at the base and just snip. Actually, I'll leave that one there. So this one will be enough to do a decent salad. So look at that. Pretty lettuce there. Gonna put that in the bin. Now, I wanted to show you guys what's going on with our cucumber. You can see over here, you can see that it's starting to vine. See that? And you can see flowers in there. You can see male flowers. You can see female flowers. And the bees will come and pollinate the male to the female. And you're gonna get cucumbers. Look at those tomatoes growing there. Nice size. If you guys like green tomatoes, these would be good for those. That big one hiding in the back. And we gotta do some weeding. We'll probably do a video right after this one with some weeding. Look at that kale. And you can see the cucumber here are starting to align themselves with the fence, and so these cucumber are gonna kind of align all the way across. Okay, and this is what this fencing is for over here. Look at that. Cherry tomatoes. I would say they're probably about 4.5 feet tall. So probably this time next week they'll be about 5 feet high. As fast as they're growing, probably give them a little fertilizer. It's been a while. All right. So everything is looking good. The cantaloupe, the melons over here are moving pretty slow. I know it takes a little time for them to get established, but once they start running, they'll run. You can see our bananas are looking all right. Bananas back there. Watermelon starting to look good back here. Step over. You can see they're starting to grow up along this trellis here. And I'm just letting them be free over here. This is plenty of room for them to kind of do what they do. You guys remember that tomato that popped up out of nowhere? It's starting to really establish itself. So the garden is overall looking pretty good. See what's going on in this bucket section. We got banana peppers. Here's one growing there. Everything is looking good over here. Okra is starting to move. So when you see the okra top starting to look like this, it's gonna start to move. Now okra kind of starts off a little slow, at least where I am, but when they start moving, they really go. Now look at the watermelon here. Watermelon are growing up this trellis just like we planned, and you gotta train them a little bit as they get going, but once they get established really good, they know what to do. Corn, you can see that we've separated from those cobs, are really starting to move. Got to figure out where we want to put those at. Gonna work our way around here. You can see this is a flower bed. We got a mixture of lettuce and carrots and, you know, a lot going on here. I wanted to see how things kind of grew and work together here. Now as we work our way back here, you can see we've got brassicas, we've got cabbages and broccoli. You can see the pests are really liking these, but hey, they're gonna get their fair share. You can see some broccoli heads starting to form in here. Look at that. Nice little broccoli head here. Let's make our way over to the side of the house before we look at the zucchini. So this area here, I still haven't figured out what I want to do yet. Maybe throw some onion over here. But we had a huge tomato plant that grew here last year, and as you can see, they're spitting out, you know, little tomato plants. So I'm gonna just let those do what they do while as I figure out what else is going on. We talked about this last week. You can see corn is just growing off this cob from last year. We picked some of the plants off, separated them. Now the rest, I'm gonna just let them do what they do. We found more cob laying around here. You can see I just kind of put them over here, and we just gonna let them just do whatever it is they're gonna do. All right, let's see what's going on with the zucchini. Get that mint. These things will spread all over the place. See, these bananas are getting established in the ground. Zucchini, you can see the male flowers are starting to open. I wish some of these females would pop up, but you see a bunch of male flowers, and I got them all next to each other. That way the pollinators can just go straight along the line and just pollinate them all once the females are ready to be pollinated. I think I see a female. And this could potentially be a female right here. You guys can see that one. That's a female. Pineapple, another banana. You can see our rose bushes and our perennial flowers are doing very well. Let me zoom in so you guys can get a look at that. Give these a little fertilizer and they'll start to move. Some of these won't flower until closer to the end of the summer, but things are looking well in this area here too. Look at that. Got to figure out what I want to put there. Just flowers looking pretty nice. Herbs in the back, oregano back there, doing good. So overall, things are doing pretty well overall. This weather is just crazy, man. It's been raining a lot, which is good for the garden, but too much rain can be a bad thing sometimes when gardening. So this is what we got, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you like the video, and we'll probably have another one coming out today. We'll see what happens. Peace.